Hey everyone, it's Sidharth Kumar from ReviewMagic, and today I'll be reviewing the movie The Fortress. This is the 2017 movie which is available on Netflix, and it's a Korean war drama. The movie stars Lee Byung-hun in the lead. There's Kim Yoon-Seok, Park Hae-il, Hee-soon. These are the main actors in the movie. The movie has been directed by Hwang Dong-hyuk, written by Hwang Dong-hyuk himself, and cinematography is done by Ji Yong Kim. So, what is Fortress all about? So, Fortress, as you can say, it's about a fortress. It is about a it's about King Injo. So King Injo in 1636 in Korea, he hides in the mountain because the Qing dynasty forces from China, they invade Korea. So he goes and hides and escapes in a place which in Korean language goes by Namhen Sen Seong, and that is the fortress. So when you watch the movie on Netflix, it really, I mean, regardless of with Netflix, what I was trying to say is that the opening scene is very calm and solemn. You've got Lee Byung-hun. He is the one of the ministers of Kim Yoon-Seok, who's the emperor of South of Korea, and he comes to the enemy, which is the King dynasty forces that they have come to attack King Injo. And then that opening scene where it's snowing, it is bitterly cold in Korea, and everyone is, it's just Lee Byung by himself on a horse. He's looking at this massive army, and then the army sends a warning, arrows to him, but he still, wants to go and he wants to talk to the army because he's trying to tell them that, hey, he's trying to give them a reason why this happened. So the reason that King Injo escaped from Joseon and moved to this fortress is because, in China back in those days, there was also Ming dynasty. So Qing dynasty king, which is, King Khan, he is not happy that Joseon dynasty ruler, he made ways with Ming dynasty, and Joseon has his own explanation, and by the time this explanation comes into reality, it's kind of too late because the forces from Qing dynasty already come to the fortress. I mean, the fortress is gorgeous, it's beautiful, but keep in mind it's too cold. So people over there, they don't have enough manpower, they don't have enough food, supplies are running out because the Qing dynasty is outside. And a lot of times, I mean, this debate is happening in the courtroom of Kim Yoon-seok. He's the emperor. He has a lot of advisors, senators, and Lee Byung-hun, who goes by Minister Choi, he's one of the main advisor. And he's supported uh, by Park Hae-il. I mean, this is a really good movie. If you're looking to understand back in those days in the 16th century, how did the conversation go on between the king, his minister of councils in the Joseon dynasty? How do they come to conclusions? How was life back then? And how do they try to assemble reinforcements in order to fight the Qing dynasty? And that is what the movie is all about, is that the Joseon dynasty is weak from inside. From outside, the fort is strong, but Qing dynasty does all the preparation. They've got the best artilleries, they've got the best ammunition, they've got strong forces, they've got food. They pretty much have everything they want to. So, in spite of Lee Byung-hun coming as a diplomat, as a facilitator between both the parties and trying to mediate things, things are not working out. King Khan is really pissed off, and his the ministers of Joseon dynasty tell him that, okay, you have to do a war now, and they keep failing because the army is weak. There's no food, as I said, it's too cold. So they learn this lesson too late, and then the reinforcement doesn't really come. They just don't get help when they need to fight the army of Qing dynasty. So ultimately, then the Qing dynasty ruler, he has to surrender, and it's a moment of embarrassment as a country that he has to bow 3 times, maybe 7 times to the King Khan of Qing dynasty of the China. And I think if you have to rate overall acting, Lee Byung is a phenomenal actor. Not you're not going to get a moment in the entire movie. I mean, it's a long movie, but you're not going to feel bored. I mean, it's a high touch drama, back in those days. And I think that the director Hwang Dong-hyuk did a wonderful job in just kind of portraying that scene. Back in 16th century, this war is happening. Everything is set on a hill, trying to get that art direction in place, trying to get all the men together, trying to create this whole scenery and that plot around how the story is flowing, how's this whole thing, the emotions, the he gets the best out of the actors, and a phenomenal cast overall. Hats off to Lee Byung-hun, Kim Yoon, Park Hill, and even the cinematography. I mean, let's not forget that. I mean, the landscape is beautiful, just to show that the way it is, and it's snowing, it's cold, and I think that the visuals are really pretty and beautiful. So I think that this was, a great movie. If you want to just spend some time with your family, watch what's happening. If you're a history buff and you want to learn what happened back in those days, how people lived, what were their challenges. But this is a real story in back in 16th century, and it's how things were cutthroat, and you dethrone people, you make them slaves, you behead them. They've shown some scenes there, so please be mindful if you're watching it with kids. But otherwise, I think this is definitely a hidden gem. I'm surprised why the movie has low rating on IMDb. I gave it a very high rating because of a phenomenal effort by the entire cast here. So guys, do watch The Fortress. You will love it on Netflix, as far as I'm concerned, because I mean, the movie is intriguing. It flows in the right way. You don't feel that any part of this doesn't make any sense. It's all connected. It flows well, and there are moments of emotion, laughter. There are emotion. I mean, pretty much it's a sad story, if I should say. But the way it is carried out, with that entire sequence, combined with all these different elements, art direction, whether it's cinematography, acting, it just brings together the whole movie Fortress. So, I mean, as an Indian, I really love the movie, and I hope that you get a chance to watch The Fortress. So, until then, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.